the other day, and I was trying to think who kind of did all three of those and was kind of big with good old Vince McMahon Jr. now. The one man that came to my mind was Pat Patterson, because he did wrestle in his early days.
Mm-hmm.
Then he was like an agent in the back. He also was on TV afterwards with the whole Attitude Era.
Yes,
he helped
yes, he was.
coach and mentor wrestlers. So that's the one man that comes to my mind. I'm sure I will be incorrect. So.
I wouldn't be disappointed. I think Pat Patterson has been with the company for so long, been a part of wrestling for so long, deserves an award, something like that. If that's where they're going to go with it, I wouldn't be disappointed whatsoever. So that's going to be an interesting segment. Make sure you catch the beginning of Raw if you want to see who's the Vincent J. McMahon.
Not K. J.
Yeah, Vincent K is the one running the show right now. So, what else is going to happen on Raw? Will we see The Undertaker?
Maybe, because, now it's WrestleMania season.
The Undertaker's coming out for WrestleMania, baby.
He comes out one night, only on the first Raw, before the kickoff Raw. And then you'll see him on the Titantron or behind the scenes one or two times. You'll see him on the screen at SmackDown at least once. And then WrestleMania, probably a week or two before, he'll come out of nowhere, hit a tombstone or chokeslam on the ring, and then poof, he's gone again until WrestleMania that night.
Let's role play here. Keith Logan, you be an exciting young WrestleMania fan who knows the implications of The Undertaker being at WrestleMania. Triple H, Roman Reigns, championship match. Possibly Ambrose, Lesnar. Who do you want The Undertaker to face?
That's a toughie since so many guys are hurt. I'm drawing a blank right now.
Nobody.
I mean, you can't have...
Not even Sting. If they could pull it off.
I think if they do it with Sting, it's just going to be botchery beyond belief. And it's just going to make them look so bad. And it's just... We talked about that last week. Just leave it alone. It should have been done maybe like 10 years ago.
At WrestleMania 27, it should have been done.
And they didn't do it. So they dropped the ball. It's a ship long sailed out to sea. Leave it alone. Just leave it alone. All you're going to do is ruin both their legacies because both guys can't carry... Neither one of them can carry a match. You need somebody who's young to take on The Undertaker. You need somebody who's young to take on Sting. Because if you have both of them in the ring, going for 20 minutes for a match, because you have to give them, they have to give at least 20 minutes.
Would Undertaker versus the Demon Finn Balor excite you?
Yeah, but he's hurt, so that's not going to happen.
He came back last night.
But like you talked about last week, he's like the face of NXT. So
I'm just asking if it would excite you.
No. I'm telling nobody.
I'm not asking Keith Logan, the Loganator, to be a grumpy wrestling fan. I want Keith Logan to be excited for WrestleMania this year.
Oh,
how?
So
you know what?
How old do you want me to act right now? just throw an age. Just throw it, and
I want you to act
improv.
like you acted during the Attitude Era. I want to see the happiest Loganator in the world. How do you excite Keith Logan, the Loganator, for WrestleMania? Tell us, my friend.
Well, when I first got really big into wrestling, I was a young lad, so I had to be at least, let's say 13, 12. That's when my heyday, all right? So if I had to pick somebody, if I'm in that age group right now, one name comes to my mind, and we all know him as the John Cena. So if I was to be excited fan, so excited because, oh my God, Undertaker might wrestle at WrestleMania, who can take him on and maybe beat him? I think John Cena could do it because you can't see me, man. I gotta believe in him. He's the best. He's a role model, and I love John Cena, and I gotta stop because I can't even believe it right now.
I had to hold this straight face for so long because you were cracking me up, man. You were cracking me up. Oh, my goodness. So you want Undertaker Cena. Okay.
If I was 12 years old now.
That's not even the question that I asked you.
But you told me to be a wrestling fan
but then
the time I was.
Right. But then I asked you what is going... Yeah. I wanted you to go back in time to relive your
did.
best...
You saw my little voice, I did?
No, I wanted you to be as excited as you were back during the Attitude Era. I wanted you to relive that by telling me if that was you now, what would excite you? What would make WrestleMania exciting for you?
Then...
Not to be sarcastic.
I'm sorry. You asked a question, so I was answering it as honest as I could. That'd be Stone Cold Steve Austin.
So I'm pretty sure he's going to be at WrestleMania. I don't think he's going to wrestle.
He's not going to wrestle. He has nothing to prove. Nor why risk getting hurt.
Also, The Rock says he's going to be at WrestleMania, and I have 2 roles for him that I think the only way he's going to be there is
he's going to be an enforcer.
1, as the enforcer for that match, or 2, the special guest referee for the main event.
That still doesn't excite me. Does that excite you at all?
No.
It's been done.
What if I tune in to WrestleMania and then maybe go to the bathroom, get something to eat during the Triple H Roman Reigns match?
What do you mean?
I'll
Will you miss a
watch
lot?
WrestleMania, and then when Triple H Roman Reigns comes in, do a little cleaning, eat a little food,
What are you
go
going
to
to eat?
the bathroom.
What are you going to have?
I don't know. Maybe I'll order a sub.
No nachos?
Hey, nachos sounds good. I like nachos.
See, I texted you today and said I had a bit of a pipe bomb to drop.
That is true. We've been waiting for this. We didn't even advertise the pipe bomb on the show.
No,
You
we did
threw me
not.
off, man.
Well, we got so into Fastlane, how great it was, as I'm putting quotations around my head, how great it was last night, that we totally forgot.
Well,
Should I save it for Thursday?
No, because we advertised it for today on Facebook and Twitter. So, ladies and gentlemen, I give you Keith Logan, the Loganator.
Wow, thank you, my friend. What an
I was
introduction.
expecting you to go right into it, man.
So, here's the thing. We've watched wrestling for years and years. I know you've watched it since you were little. I've watched it since I was little. I haven't missed a WrestleMania. After last night's debacle, I am announcing I am not watching WrestleMania this year.
Whoa!
I am that angry about the whole situation. I don't care about what unfolds. I will still continue to watch Raw up to WrestleMania, but I feel that it's so predictable that I, the Loganator, will not be watching WrestleMania this year.
Very interesting. Wasn't the pipe bomb I was expecting, because, first of all, you get the WWE Network for free.
No, not anymore.
Not anymore? They caught you. You pay now.
They caught me.
You pay now. I was expecting a little more anger, a little more...
Well, I'm sure within the weeks there'll be anger because we got angry tonight about Fastlane. There's only so much anger we can get to the WWE these days. We don't want to get too angry that we upset them because you don't know who's listening out there in internet world.
That is true. Well, I want to calm you down a little bit.
All right, you calm me down.
I want to calm you down a little bit, and I want to make you a little happy because this morning I put a post, a Twitter post
tweet?
from @UCR Network saying to all the fans, what do you think of the announce team? We are really into Mauro Ranallo's work.
That's true.
And I put his username at Mauro Ranallo, so make sure you follow him. He is the SmackDown announcer, and he did the pre-show. And he did it pretty well.
Why give him the pre-show?
So I put, what do you think of the announce team? We are really into Mauro Ranallo's work and think it's time for him to take over. #Mauro for Mania.
I will have to agree on that, Mauro for Mania.
Right?
I find him exciting, entertaining, and then when you listen to the Raw team, it's just so boring, so flat. Michael Cole tries to overact everything. You have Saxton, he doesn't even know half the moves. Last night when I was watching one match between the six-man tag, you had Ryback, little Goldberg, hit, I forget who he hit with a clothesline, and he's like, oh, he just hit him with a meat hook. And I'm just like, the meat hook's when he like lifts him up and lands him on the back. I'm like, are you kidding me right now? Are you kidding me right now? And he half the time when they show him, they like put the cameras on him, and you have JBL and Michael Cole talking. He looks like he has no idea where the hell he is, what he's doing, and why he's there. He's just kind of like in a daze. I'm thinking to myself, how the you-know-what did he get that job? And it just frustrates me because he has no talent.
And that's why I made that tweet today about Ronaldo. I got to meet him working a boxing event because he does the boxing, he does wrestling, he does kickboxing, and he's always been a wrestling fan and always wanted to do wrestling, and he's finally getting to do it. Man, the nicest guy you'll ever meet
I'm sure.
and get to talk to. And he gave some great advice on me wanting to, kind of follow in the footsteps. And with this tweet, we got a retweet from none other than Mauro Ranallo himself. So thank you, Mauro, for retweeting our tweet.
Thank you indeed.
And that's a little good thing to take out of today's show.
I would like to see him on Raw eventually. I think he is the A broadcaster.
I think he should be on Raw, and I think he should be on WrestleMania. The way he calls moves and stuff like that is just...
Because he actually knows what's going on.
He makes it exciting. He makes boxing exciting when I listen to it.
I was reading, somebody posted on one of those groups, real fast, the wrestling groups that we follow. Somebody posted an editorial about how Michael Cole needs to be removed and how he was in the era of John Cena and CM Punk and all those guys, and he did his thing. Now it's time for him to move from SmackDown and take over Michael Cole because he gets the moves. He gets this style of wrestling now that we have Kevin Owens in the WWE.
Well, he used to call New Japan Pro Wrestling when it's on Access TV.
So you have Kevin Owens, you have AJ Styles, you have possibly Sami Zayn coming up eventually. If Finn Balor comes up, imagine him calling these matches and how exciting it would make wrestling. Even if maybe a storyline wasn't the greatest that we were really into, at least we have something to look forward to just listening to him call these matches.
Yeah, because he's really good at it. I really enjoy it.
I think maybe if that was on Raw would be a little more entertaining, even though they had these little crazy promos in the back and lack of storyline. It would make up for the fans being a little lost.
Yeah. And
that's how I feel.
Well, you know what? Let's end it on that note. Let's end it on a good note.
I agree.
Before we got about, a minute and a half left, I want to go into and talk quickly about Thursday's show. The Thursday-Friday show. We'll have talking about Tyson Kidd. Could he be possibly retiring?
Another neck injury.
Yeah. Shinsuke Nakamura has officially signed with the WWE, and I didn't know how good his English was, but he talks very well if you watch the video of him coming to America and signing with WWE.
No Funaki?
Also, no Funaki. No. I mean, I think he was with him, but no, he talks pretty good English.
That's good.
And finally, we'll recap Monday Night Raw.
Yes, we will.
Also, a new member of the Hall of Fame, The Godfather. Well, do you agree with it? Do you like it? I'm not too sure he belongs in the Hall of Fame, but you kind of like it.
We'll debate about it on Thursday.
We'll debate about it. Actually, also TNA, we mentioned this one night only. Lockdown, EC3 against the iconic Matt Hardy for the heavyweight title. We have a women's lethal lockdown match.
Wow.
We got some. I think I'm going to actually tune in and watch the entire TNA.
This is tomorrow night.
We got Beer Money against Bram and Eric Young. We got a couple of good matches coming out of
Hopefully
there.
Bram knows what year it is this time when he cuts a promo.
Yeah. You've been listening to Ringside Rumble Radio here on the UCR Network. Anthony the Ant-Man alongside Keith Logan the Loganator. Tune in on Spreaker.com and free on iTunes. Have a good night, everyone.